Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building the Back to the Future DeLorean by Eagle Moss. Last issue, we finally got all four wheels on the dang thing, and this is going to be issue number 16, where we start building the engine, starting with the transmission. So, without further ado, let's get started. Here's the pieces we're going to be working on this week, and the steps that we'll be following in this episode. And then we've got some more production diary notes regarding Doc Brown's house. It's a 2-page article. And another article regarding the DeLorean and the ethical sports car. We all know how that worked out. And then a little article on Crispin Glover. And then some more engine parts that we're going to be tackling in the next episode. Please ignore the cat. He's wanting attention. So, let's get started. As usual, we're going to have our two little screwdrivers that came with previous issues. One from issue number 1, one from issue number 10. And my ever-present tweezers for the itty-bitty little screws that we're going to be messing around with. So we've got the two main transmission pieces for starters. These are nice metal pieces, like most of the other pieces in this build so far. Really, really nice pieces. And it looks like we're going to start with this little piece right here, which is going to go into this piece. And it looks like it's going to be going in this direction. So we're going to line this up like so, with the two holes right there. And we're putting in 2 AM screws. These are really, really tiny, so we're going to be using screwdriver number 1, which is the smaller of our 2 screwdrivers.
Oh shit, they got 2 widows. I almost took one out, but then the other got me.
I apologize for the background noise. My roommate is playing video games online with some folks. And then, of course, we have the cat purring as well.
Don't you waifu my granddaughter.
Yes, he always has to star in our videos.
It should be, shouldn't it?
Okay, this can really only go on one way, so I'm pretty confident that we have it in the right position. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten these screws down as much as I can. Alright, that's on there nice and snug, so it should look like that. And moving on to step 2, we've got our, they're calling it the oil pan or something like that. It looks like that's going to fit on the bottom of this section. And we're going to be putting 2 more screws into those little holes right there, also AM screws. So we'll get out a couple more.
Holy shit, we're so fast.
Okay, these are going in pretty easily so far. Okay, got both of them in there. And now I'm going to get them snug because, again, this really can only go on one way. Get that screwed on there nice and tight. Looks like it's still a little loose. There we go. All right, nice and snug.
Place the shield like a pro.
Okay, next step. Looks like we're going to need one of these pieces here.
Oh man.
These two pieces look relatively identical. It looks like for all practical purposes they are, so it shouldn't matter which one we use. So go ahead and grab one of these little rings. And it looks like the depth part of the ring is going to slide into this piece here. So, assuming I did that correctly, you should have this. And obviously we want two of those. Okay, well, they're not on there exact. Hopefully that won't be an issue, but we'll see what happens here. So it looks like the first one is going to be going into the side that we've already screwed in so far. You see there's a little lip right here and a little lip right here, so we're going to line those up like that. And it looks like that's going to be screwed in from the other side with an EP screw.
Oh, I'm not done. Oh, and there was a...
And we need just one.
I appreciate that.
Although, clearly we're going to be doing the same thing to the other side.
That was beautiful. That was like, we're all just...
So, get this lined up again. And drive the screw through the other end.
I don't know. I have to get out into the menus to see it. Oh no, they're giving me this during this. That means I don't get it during the game. It's not fair.
Okay, it's still a little loose, but we do have the lip lined up, and that's what I was looking for. So now I'll go ahead and tighten it down.
Goodbye. You thought you were gonna hide there.
Okay, so as you can see, that's not rickety at all at this point. So I'm going to assume that we have that screwed on there correctly. Hopefully we do, because I'm sure that these two pieces are going to go together by the end of this thing, which means all the screws in here, I'm going to have to take apart this entire thing if I have to end up redoing them. And naturally, we're not going to find that out this issue. So you can get that nice and snug on there, and hopefully that is correct. Go ahead and turn the page, and I'm assuming we're just going to be doing the same thing to the other side. And we are. So we'll set this aside for right now. Grab this piece and this piece here, and we'll do the exact same thing with another EP screw. Okay, so we need to line up the little lips again just like we did before. And then get the screw in there. Okay, again, a little rickety, but we do have the lip lined up. So I'll go ahead and get that tightened down.
Rage, look out. Oh shit, Junkrat's behind you. He got around. Oh shit, I gotta run, guys. I'll be right up there with you. Oh man, 2 Ryans and a Winston.
Okay. At this point it's nice and snug just like the other one, and that's what we want. So now we're going to take a couple of DM screws and we're going to put the 2 sides together. It looks like it's going to go in just like that. So it looks like we're going to have the 2 screws going in here and here. Doesn't look too difficult.
Oh man. Oh man, they really like giving me Doomfist.
And again, I'm going to tighten these up down nice and tight, simply because I'm very confident that I've got this piece put together correctly. Now again, if these actually end up needing to move later, which I doubt, but if they do, we're going to have to disassemble this whole thing. So hopefully I did that correctly. If you look at the back, they are not lined up. So that could be an issue later, or maybe they're supposed to be that way, but there's no way to know that right now. So I have to deal with that later. I'm hoping that since folks at the UK have been at this for the better part of a year, and Eagle Moss has only just recently released this in the States, that most of the problems with their pieces and everything have already been taken care of. I'm kind of counting on that, so that I don't have to go back and redo anything. Okay, that's together nice and snug. And that is our finished piece for this build. That actually went together pretty easily. Well, that's all there is to it, folks, and I will see you next issue. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.